corner, so we don't honestly share.
Right.
I can hear Bruce just turn it on, turn it off. I can hear it run. Every cow, when he weans a calf, it sounds like he is next door. That's a long ways away.
Oh, yeah.
Call this meeting of the Harlan Township Board of Trustees to order. As a reminder, the meeting is being audio and video recorded. Would you please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Jenny, would you please read the minutes from the previous regular meeting and special meeting?
Board of Trustees of Harlan Township met in regular session this 18th day of September 2024 at regular meeting place at 8276 State Route 132. Trustees Edward Virginsky, Kevin Kern, and Marcus Shelton present. Meeting called to order by Mr. Shelton at 7 p.m. Mr. Shelton asked all present to stand and say Pledge of Allegiance. Minute read from regular session September 4, 2024. Mr. Virginsky made a motion to approve minutes as read, second by Mr. Kern. Chief Bennett submitted request to Low Fund for $48,370 to purchase 2 battery-operated combination extrication tools. Chief Bennett reported fire department membership voted to place Kennedy Burns, Liam Myers, and Jordan Vaness as fire cadets. Mr. Virginsky made a motion to approve Kennedy Burns, Liam Myers, and Jordan Vaness as fire cadets, second by Mr. Kern. Chief Bennett and Jeff Holdrum met with Warren County Community Services to begin efforts to promote early services and community assistance program for township residents. Chief Bennett reported Warren County Telecom will be conducting training for fire department to go over new dispatching software, mobile data computers, and new radio programming on September 30th, 2024. Chief Bennett reported fire department officers will be attending an incident command training during the evening next week at Salem Morrow. Chief Bennett reported the 9 Lincoln will have a car show at Station 81 on September 21st from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Chief Bennett reported fire department annual auction and ham and turkey dinner is scheduled for October 25th and 26th. Chief Bennett reported Mobilecom working on tornado warning signs at Pleasant Renner Road and Rochester Gazado Road repaired. Siren at Woodacre Park was inspected with no report back. Work order in for the siren at Middleborough Road and State Route 132. And sirens at Station 81 and Mara Woodville and State Route 28 both working. Mr. Mason reported road department continues ditching throughout the township. Mr. Mason reported road department completed the wall installation and the removal of the concrete at State Route 132 maintenance building. Mr. Mason reported that Matt Latham from Warren County Park Board will be attending the October 16th trustee meeting. Mr. Mason reported drain completed at Edwardsville Cemetery. Mr. Mason left a message for Mr. Lewis regarding the road damage on County Road. Old business, Mr. Shelton reported Ellen Gig lease renewal will be the same amount for 2 rooms at Butlerville for a 2-year lease. Mr. Shelton complimented the job completed at Edwardsville Cemetery drain. Mr. Shelton received information that the township will be getting a 2013 Tahoe from Warren County Sheriff's Office. Currently working on the paperwork. New business, Mr. Virginsky plans to attend the September 24th Warren County Commissioners meeting regarding the amendment of the for more regulations for zoning in the September 26th Warren County Township Association meeting. Community comments, J.R. Barrow discussed Dr. Garner's property they purchased, found 3 urns in the house. 1 urn is Dr. Garner's. Mr. Barrow asked if township had cemetery lot available at Edwardsville for veterans. Trustees agreed to bury the 3 urns and install veterans plaque. Mr. Barrow will get with Richard Livingston to mark the grave. Mr. Barrow discussed getting a dumpster for cardboard at Butlerville. Mr. Barrow will contact Rumpke. Frank Williams asked about the drain tile on his property. Trustees advised Mr. Williams to contact Jason Fisher at Warren County Engineer's Office. Mr. Shelton made a motion to go into executive session pursuant to the Ohio Revised Code Section 121.22G1 to consider the employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, or compensation of an employee, second by Mr. Kern. Roll call, Mr. Virginsky, yes. Mr. Kern, yes. Mr. Shelton, yes. Mr. Shelton made a motion to adjourn executive session, seconded by Mr. Kern. Roll call, Mr. Brzezinski, yes. Mr. Kern, yes. Mr. Shelton, yes. Mr. Brzezinski made a motion to place fire chief on paid administrative leave pending the outcome of an investigation into potential misconduct, seconded by Mr. Shelton. Mr. Brzezinski made a motion to initiate an investigation pursuant to the Title VII of the Ohio Revised Code into potential misconduct of firefighting personnel, specifically the fire chief, seconded by Mr. Kern. Ms. Williams gave written financial reports to trustees. Mr. Shelton made a motion to pay bills, seconded by Mr. Kern. Community comments, Melissa Greatorex asked trustees if they would, if able to hold executive sessions prior to regular meetings. Trustees stated none at this time. We had no correspondence. Mr. Kern made a motion to adjourn, seconded by Mr. Brzezinski. Meeting adjourned at 9:07. That was a regular session.
Heather, you want to do that one first?
Might as well. Give me a break.
Do you guys have any corrections or additions to the minutes? You have to have a motion to approve the minutes as read.
Make a motion to approve the minutes as read.
Second.
In the September 21st special meeting, Board of Trustees of Harlan Township met in special session as 21st day of September 2024 at regular meeting place at 8276 State Route 132. Trustees Kevin Kern and Marcus Shelton present. Meeting called to order by Mr. Shelton at 12 p.m. Mr. Shelton stated purpose of meeting to appoint investigator pursuant to Title VII of the Ohio Revised Code into potential misconduct of firefighting personnel, specifically the fire chief. Mr. Shelton contacted an attorney for investigation, however, did not receive a return call. Mr. Shelton discussed Mr. Williams has HR experience and has handled investigations. Mr. Shelton made a motion to appoint Frank Williams for investigation, seconded by Mr. Kern. Mr. Shelton made a motion to adjourn, seconded by Mr. Kern. Meeting adjourned at 12:03.
You have any corrections? Nope. I'll make a motion, we approve the minutes as read.
And they are just right there next to each other on the line.
Do I sign the second one?
No, you do not send out.
Steve, are you ready for the administrator report?
Jeff and Eric stayed late on Friday, assisting the fire department, putting out the road closed signs. They're up to about 9 o'clock or so, I think, 9 or ish, Friday. Those signs have just been picked up here in the last couple of days. They were closed over the weekend. With that, the road crew's been doing mostly storm cleanup since the first of the week. Still have quite a bit of that left to do. The concrete was completed at the maintenance building. So it's been sealed a couple times, and we're about 2 weeks away from driving on it, roughly, at this point.
There you go.
So we need to have a large tree on Guston Ryder Road. It needs to be removed. It's too large for our crew to do. Larry's going to work on getting some pricing on getting that tree moved. It's near the S curve on Guston Ryder. So he's working on that currently, but look for that. I do need a motion to purchase 2,000 gallons of beet heat. I forgot to bring this up at the last meeting, so I went ahead and told Larry to go ahead and purchase it. It's the same amount that we purchased last year. So I need a motion for 2,000 gallons, $4,260.
I'll make the motion, we approve the 2,000 gallons of beef heat for $4,260. Second.
And just a reminder of Matt Latham for the next meeting. Just want to include that again. We had a burial at Edwardsville Cemetery this week, and Larry looked at the drain up and be able to stop up there and said it looks to be working since the monsoon that we had. Says it is obviously wet, but not as wet as it used to be. So hopefully that's going to take care of that drainage issue for now.
I looked at it after the 4 inches of rain Friday night, Saturday, but the ground just soaked the rain up. So
Yeah, it worked too bad. So it says it's looks pretty good. So that's all I got.
you guys have any questions for Steve's report?
No.
Nope. All right, to old business. Ed,
Oh,
Went to the meeting for the amendment to the zoning regulations with the Warren County Planning Commission. Pretty straightforward. It was just a amendment to change part of these subdivision requirements. Also went to the Regional Planning Commission meeting as well. Pretty uneventful. Nothing really pertained to Harlan Township. That's all I have for old.
Yes, sir. Well, the only thing I have is, I guess, Lieutenant Marconi dropped off the title for the Tahoe to replace, what is it, 81?
UMSA.
Yeah, EMS 81. So I guess you guys want to make some plans to go get that picked up.
He says, let me know when you got the lettering off of it.
It's
all-
all,
still has
It's
lettering.
all filed.
Is it all ready to go then?
I was there
Yeah, it's
today.
ready.
Yes,
Yeah, he wasn't
it's
supposed to
ready.
drop the title off until.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I'll figure it out.
That's all I had for old. Jimmy, do you have any old?
No.
Steve?
Nope.
All right, new business, Ed.
it's in the Warren County Township Association meeting. We'd kind of discussed that a little bit at the last meeting. We have another meeting coming up after the election. I think it's November 7th at 6 p.m. at Armco Park. Actually, they're going to have a couple of judges there. I think Matt Nolan's supposed to be there again as well. A lot of the speakers from the county, our county engineer is going to be there as well. Kind of giving some foresight of what they expect from the township and the county in the future, the near future, and the distant future. Also, they set up a scholarship fund, which is part of the township. It's for anybody in the townships in Warren County and Harlan Township as well. It's a $1,500 annual scholarship to any students that are going to graduate this year from a career center or a high school with a. There's some criteria, and I have the application and I have all the specs here with me. 3.0 grade point average, a 22 on the ACT or 1,000 on the SAT. But if you're in a career, like if you're into welding or heavy equipment, anywhere that if you are a Harlan Township resident and you go to school outside of this township, they're trying to give these away. I guess last year they had 5 scholarships and only were able to give away 2. So if you know somebody that's going to graduate, there's a good chance that they can really get this. I'll give Steve the application, the hard copy application, and so we'll have it here at the township available. I think the deadline is 4 o'clock on Friday, September 28th, February 28th.
Let's say
That's
you're
fine.
I usually post that on Facebook, so for presidents.
I
You
think
said
this is-
September, I thought, wait a minute, I must have missed that one.
I think this is really, like I said, they can't even give this away, so I think this would be a really good one for somebody to get. I'd like to see somebody from Harlan Township
You said
get
it
that
was at 1,500.
$1,500 scholarship.
They usually just have to write an essay.
Yeah. Its requirements are completed application form, statement of activities, honors, and leadership, including school and community activities in the years participated, identify leadership positions or awards received, a copy of the high school transcript, 2 letters of recommendation, personal, professional, 5 to 700 word essay to the importance of the township government in Ohio, detailing how a township has impacted in your life and what you learned from attending your township meetings. You got to go to 2 meetings to even apply for this. So we can get some young people kind of involved at an early stage here. So I will be going to the October 8th Regional Planning Commission quarterly meeting as well. And if you are interested in going to the Township Association dinner, I think it's like $45 a head. You would be able to hear from a lot of the county, judges, engineers, with the foresight of what's going on in the future.
Township.
What's that?
I believe that's in the elected officials,
You-
usually anyway.
But until it's filled up, you can, if it's not filled up, anybody can go.
It always in the past, it's always just been the township. elected.
It's your discretion.
Mhm.
The fiscal
Just-
officer decides who gets to go.
Just saying. We've always paid for elected officials to go. Okay.
And that's all I have for new.
Which, well, I need to do an executive session for new on what? Kevin, or, Jenny?
Yes, I do. The training that we wrote, that check, because of doing that, I had to do the same thing with the fire fund as I did with Road and Bridge. So within the funds, I'm allowed to move between appropriations. So I moved in the fire fund. I took away out of the machinery equipment fund or appropriation $11,310, which is how much that invoice was for the training, and I moved that to the training service. So that's just an informational only.
You moved that from where?
I moved it from machinery equipment, and there's another one, but it's cut off of my list.
And that's for the,
I moved
EMS
$11,310 between those two appropriations. I just have to say that at a meeting.
and that's for the EMS training at the career center.
Yes.
Anything else?
Say thanks to Jeff and everybody involved with helping get the roads cleared and open back up for the township. A lot of people pretty active, and I'm hoping that everybody has power now. And I got mine last night for the first time. So hope everybody got a shower. Glad to have mine.
I never lost electric.
Isn't that the craziest thing? Isn't that the craziest
Right.
thing? It flickered.
I'm been flickered a few times.
Yeah.
they say.
Didn't
Guys
use
got
it.
a camera.
Crazy.
My camper's not in my house.
Did the sewer
Is it?
road get it back?
Oh, okay.
Did you get electric? Well, I don't know. I seem, Jeff, do you know, the sewer road, did they ever get electric back? I know Rochester, Osceola got it last night. We got it the night before.
No, I do not know. I would assume, but I don't know.
Okay. I don't know if you guys out running around, if you've noticed.
I think they got it back last night. LaRue was saying finally got it.
Okay,
That is right. I did see she had posted
Yeah.
it.
good. Okay, that means everybody's back on that.
My neighbors didn't have it last night. I don't even know if they had it this morning, so. But I wasn't home long enough to see if there's any truck. Half Rochester, Osceola was still out. Would we have any discussion about the AEDs? Is that something we wanna?
I haven't checked into any further yet, but
Okay,
I
so
want to get some
table that
information
for now.
first. Yeah, I'll get some information first.
Bridget, do you have anything with the events?
I do. Morgan Leland, they will be here this Saturday for the gym for, I believe, a birthday party, a 1-year-old birthday party. They've already paid. Rental agreement's been turned into Jenny. I'll get the code on the door. Bright Acres is hosting their trick or treat here Sunday, October 20th from 3 to 5. Obviously open to the community. Anybody that wants to set up a trunk or bring the kiddos, they can. 9 Lincoln's trunk or treat is Sunday, October 27th, I believe at the Firehouse from 5 to 7.
What was 9 Lincoln's?
Sunday, October 27th from 5 to 7.
And yours was 3 to 5?
Yes. And then I had another rental agreement for December 14th. Again, I just turned that check and rental agreement into Jenny tonight. That will be for a Christmas party. She paid for the 2 hours. She said they may need more, but they would pay for any time they went over after the event.
No sports team started yet.
No, I did have somebody reach out to me, something about, she is, something with winter guard for Blanchester. They're not considered a sport, so Bland will not allow them to have space. But she has a lot of times. It's like every Saturday from like November to like February. And then I think Wednesday nights. So I'm working with her to let her know what's already been booked and what we can do to make it work out.
What is winter guard?
It's like the flags for the band.
All the, Whitaker Park Haunted Hayride has been canceled for this year. Yeah, she said they didn't have enough volunteers last year and they had even less volunteering this year, so she wants to put a plan together next year to try to get different groups involved. She just said it was gonna be a failure, so
How many years has that been?
it's like 32, 33.
I know I did it as a kid.
Oh, I can remember.
Yeah.
And you're old.
Thanks for your
She says it's getting harder and harder to get the kids to come out, but I had a discussion with her on some different groups to get together with for next year, and she said she's gonna put a game plan together.
They don't have near the teams up there like they
No.
did back in the day
Yeah.
either to have to draw.
Yeah.
I know who started that.
Oh, yeah? Who started that?
Allison Doyle. Alice Bustle
Mhm.
and Doyle. Then I came in a couple years later.
A good thing. It'll continue to be a good thing. She's just gotta get it back
Free
on
band.
track.
It's just, you need so many more people.
Well, and it's
They don't
planning.
have
You
that
gotta, yeah. You
like
need to-
we did.
Yeah, you need to start that like January, February, trying to get people in.
Community comments. Peggy.
Let me start this off by saying that I voted for each one of you trustees. But I disagree with what's being done to Dusty. This is all over the tax levy as far as I can, from what I understand.
We're not going to speak about it, but there's more to what you know about.
Okay. I just have a question. How did none of you catch the word continuous on the ballot form? Did you check it?
That was brought up in a meeting, but that's also gonna be part of the investigation. We're really not allowed to talk about any of that right now. At the end of the investigation, we can answer all those questions.
You're liable to lose a big part of your volunteer fire department. I don't know if you realize that or not, but you are liable to lose a lot of your volunteers. And I know these firefighters back here are not happy, or else they wouldn't have decided to do away with the ham and turkey dinner. Be quiet. But I had to voice my opinion.
Yes. All right, this time I'll make a motion that we go into executive session. Per ORC 358:17 G1,
35817 G1,
3358.
3358.
Second,
Second.
Sorry about that.
and do a roll call.
Mr. Brzezinski?
Yes.
Mr. Kern?
Yes.
Mr. Shelton?
Yes. And Steve will need you.
Just a reminder on the video, I do turn off the audio, but the video stays running, so
28 here.
Claudia's back on.
Power on.
Got a lot of driving boards playing out there too.
Good if you pay to have a power.
Make a motion, we adjourn executive session.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Brzezinski,
Yes.
Mr. Kern,
Yes.
Mr. Shelton.
Yes, and at this time, we will take action.
I'd like to make a motion for privileged records to be available to the appointed investigator for purposes.
Oh, wait a minute, start that over. You're doing what now? You're kind of mumbling a little bit.
Make a motion for privileged records to be available to appointed investigator for purposes of current investigation only.
Second.
Okay, got all that. That's correspondence.
Then I want to make a motion, we amend the employee handbook, section 9.3.4. We're going to add vacation time will be given in a lump sum.
We've already done that. We made that motion months ago.
We didn't do a resolution on it though.
We made the motion, that's the motion that I sent
Same
you.
one, yeah.
Oh,
You may not need it, you're right.
Yeah, I made that, you guys did that motion.
Yeah. You
Months
just never
ago.
change the verbiage.
The verbiage hasn't been changed in the handbook yet.
It is,
Yeah,
Vacation,
it is.
getting the lump
it is
sum.
now.
Okay, well, I withdraw the motion. Makes it even simpler.
Carry on.
Correspondence.
Now you can look at it.
Oh, this is our re-evaluation from nobody. Parcel number, address is 8276 State Route 132 Blanchester. The value is 279.2. I don't know what the original evaluation was, but I'm sure it's gone up about 30%.
Yeah, it was 250.
I got apologize.
Any other business to be brought before the board?
How about we pay the bills?
Where did it? Make a motion to pay the bill.
Thank you.
Motion to adjourn.